This is QCC alum David Russell, and it's good to be back. We're here for the alumni game. Alumni in the white jerseys, current team in the yellow, or gold. It's like we got a coaches clinic with the alumni. We have Teron Simpson out there. We have Ben Chobapond. Tom Sinnixon is on the sidelines. Nice to be broadcasting again. We didn't carry the games in 17-18, but we will be back for 18-19. The alumni win the tip, and immediately there's a foul 4 seconds into the game. Good to be back. Keith Kyoto at the line for two. Makes the first. Always a nice atmosphere to come back here as the free throws are split. It's a day to enjoy the tradition of Queensboro basketball before the more competitive games begin, but this one is competitive in its own way, and there's a 2-on-1. Kyoto back to Simpson. Simpson misses off glass. And here come back the current Tigers, and the three-pointer is short, and then tipped in. And it's 2-1, and that pass is almost turned over, finds its way to Kyoto. This bounce pass off glass, too strong. McIntosh, nice move to the basket, and he lays it in off glass. And another steal. A little sloppy. McIntosh, corner three. No good. Nice effort on the boards. That'll be a foul. It was Marcus Watson with the offensive rebound. Devon Matthews going to the line for two. And Matthews makes the first. Teams might be trying to find their legs early on. Tom Sinnixon coaching the alumni. Also wearing a number 44 jersey, so we might see him. He dressed up a little more when he was coaching in the 90s and 2000s. Benny buckets for three, and it's good! Ben Chobapond, who won a few CUNY titles as a head coach of LaGuardia. Now he's an assistant coach at Nassau Community College, maybe doing a little scouting. The ball is last touched by the alumni. Tigers leading the alumni 5-4. Watson directing a little traffic. Williams for three, no good. Matthews with the rebound and then taken away. Alumni looking to take back the lead. Chobapond even has the Nassau shorts. And he had a little heat check as he tries another three and airballs it. No, Chobapond isn't happy. He's a Yankee fan, and the Red Sox are in the World Series. They eliminated the Yankees a week and a half ago. Corner three is good. Devon Matthews from the corner, and it's 8-4 Tigers. And a little trapping. There's a 10-second violation. One of the alumni was yelling, the shot clock is at 30, but they set it back to 30 after the 10-second violation was called. I think anybody was really noticing it. Also, one of the shot clocks doesn't work, which doesn't help matters. There it is. The other one is on, though. And then they're letting the Alumni have it with 20 on the shot clock. We're 2.5 minutes in. Tigers up 8-4. Benny Buckets going inside this time and finishing off glass. Make it an 8-6 game. And then he's caught reaching in. Aggressive defense, but he hit McIntosh on the arm. Shot clock should not have reset there, so back to 24. McIntosh. I think he was out of bounds when he first touched it. He even asked the ref what happened. Sometimes it's tricky with all the lines on the court to know where you're supposed to be and where you're not supposed to be. Three-pointer, Watson is good. Marcus Watson from downtown, it's 11-6. And hitting the floor hard is Santos. Mark Blair in for the Tigers now as McIntosh goes to the bench. They go inside. Chobapon, too short. He was saying he got hit on the arm. No whistle. And back the other way, another three. No good. And they call Matthews for going over the back. Almost had the rebound, but made a little contact. Fake the deep pass for a second. Ron Simpson doing a little trapping here. And then Chobapon loses a handle on it. And a nice play by Watson. And Watson misses. But there is Blair for the putback. And then the deep pass. A nice move by Kyoto. He was close, but that was a little tricky angle. Nice shot, and right back the other way with the answer is Matthews. That pass is tipped and stolen. A little volleyball here. Three-pointer. Watson couldn't hit that one. Another offensive rebound. And a nice shot off glass by Matthews. And it's 18-8. So the substitutions come in, give these guys a breather. Some familiar faces. Stephen Bruton, number 1. Dwayne Brady out there, number 3. Some good players at Queensboro throughout the years. Be nice to see them add another CUNY championship up to the banners. And Chobapon and Tom Sinnixon were looking at them before the game. Looking at the 1991 Region 15 champions. Three-pointer is good. Omar Lattimore. Lattimore just into the game and not needing any time to get into rhythm. And right back with the answer is Mark Blair. These teams are feeling it. 21-11, a little more than 5 minutes into the game. Make it 23-11. It's Matthews. I asked Carl Amengo about his team before the game. He said, we're small, but we're scrappy. They're going to play with a lot of energy, and they're going to force the opponents to play with a lot of energy. Maybe you wear some of these teams down as the teams trade turnovers. Well, behind the back pass, Bruton. Bruton step back three off the mark. And the offensive rebound. And there's Bruton for two. 23-13. Tigers up by 10, 6 minutes in. They go inside. The shot is no good from Igonu. Taken right back, counted, and the foul. Mark Blair. And Blair will try to finish the conventional three-point play. (26-13). Shot is no good. They tried a quick answer. It was Bridie who missed the shot. And these Tigers getting out in transition, and Justin Wilson finishes with the layup. It's 28-13. And a foul on the floor before he went up. Very quick-paced game. It used to be the alumni would play the other alumni, and then they would team up and play the current team. And sometimes if you press them, they might wear out a little more. They're pressing this team, which is not a tired team. Bruton left alone and misses a three as Blair flies in for the rebound. Fires the pass up ahead. Vladimir Mitty makes it 30-13. The alumni not really getting back with the transition defense, and the current Tigers taking advantage. And that shot is blocked. Nice contest by Igonu. Spin move inside, called for traveling, no basket. Nice moves by Brandon Sager, but he took one step too many. The three-pointer, no good, and rebounded by Bruton. And then fires a long pass and overthrows everybody. So nice start for the Tigers. First 7.5 minutes, up by 17. As Bruton tried to take it away. Blair a three, and it's good. What a first half for Mark Blair. Nice lefty stroke from deep. 33-13. Sager. And the nice pass to Lattimore, who finishes. Pull up three, no good. Knocked around and Blair tries to save it. Couldn't, and the ball goes to the alumni. Lost it on the way up, and a foul is called. Queensboro made the CUNY playoffs last year. First year that we hadn't taped the games in a while and they make the playoffs. Hoping to keep it going this year. Nice fake jumper is good. Dwayne Bridie. And then Bridie tried for the steal. Blair. Pass Wilson. Bounce pass back to Blair. Couldn't finish. And taken away by Bridie, who came out with it. Here's Seeger. Asking for help on defense. He kicks it out. Lattimore 3 is good. Omar Lattimore from downtown. That's 7 straight points for the Alumni. It's 33-20. And that pass is turned over. Seeger taking it all the way, and a blocking foul is called. They've been shuffling the feet a little bit as he tried to stand in and take the charge. First one is good. 33-21. Free throws are split. And Blair with the right hand, too strong, but there's an offensive rebound. And that shot from Williams was no good, but there was a foul. It's number 1, Darren Williams at the line. Not to be mistaken with number 20, Rayvon Williams. First one is no good. All the years of doing the games, and it always seemed like free throws were a bugaboo for the Tigers. That's not actually based on a statistic. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it always seemed like they would miss them, the other team would never miss. Some 6, 7, 8-point losses turned because of free throws. And there's one from Williams. Ending an 8-0 run for the Alumni as Tom Sinnixon is out there now. Wearing number 44. The deep 3 is no good. Way deep and then saved in, but saved into Sinnixon. And Sinnixon couldn't hit. The bench was hoping for it as we're halfway through the first. Sinnixon's got to get in the scoring column before this one is over. Nice pass. And finishing at the other end was Williams. 36-21. Henry Birch. And Birch up and under, no good, and then almost tipped in, and that one is no good. Third chance, also no good. Now try and try again. And a foul on Birch. Number's sister played here also. Birch wasn't afraid to put it up from downtown. Tried a little fancy dribbling, lost it off his foot. Here come the Alumni the other way. It's Torrey missed it, but he'll go to the line for 2. And Sinnixon is back on the bench for Queensboro. First one is no good. It's just ripped away, given to Horatio Picardo, who misses. He's asking for it back. He was asking for it, he got it, and then it's taken away. And a foul given in the backcourt. And if he didn't foul, it would have been 2 points going the other way. (36-21), 8:58 to go in the first half. And Birch playing tough defense. There's a foul. His body's hit the floor. First one is airballed on the 1-and-1. So we've got the Alumni trying to cut into a 15-point lead, and there's Henry Birch for three off glass. I don't know if he meant to throw it in off glass, but it counts just the same. So we've got a foul. And we'll go to the line for 1-and-1. We've had a good quick pace here, but also a lot of fouls. This has not been a game played in the half court. Joshua Ortiz makes the first free throw. And makes the second, 38-24. The Tigers have led by as many as 20 in the early going. And that pass is turned over. And Ortiz going the other way. Takes it out, Blair, three. Got it. Mark Blair, who's been the standout player in this first half, in the first 12 minutes, makes it 41-24. Picardo three, short, and saved in, but to the current Tigers. And Blair avoided the contact and then rebounds his own miss and puts it in. 43-24. 2-3 zone. And another turnover. And traveling is called. It's been a dominating half. Like to see the Alumni make a game out of this. Remember, a few years ago, I think it was 2015, the Alumni won by 35. That was a sign of things to come for that current Tigers team, unfortunately. I think if there's a blowout either way, it would usually be the current team blowing out the Alumni, but not 3 years ago. Teron Simpson is straight on three, no good. McIntosh, jumper, good. McIntosh makes it 45-24, and this is the biggest lead for the Tigers now, 21. We go inside. Chobapand had his shot blocked, but he was fouled. So if you're following, that's the third foul on Vladimir Mitty. 45-26. Three-pointer is short. Alumni coming back the other way. Joshua Williams to Kyoto. Santos going inside, and the pass was wide of Chobapon. Benny Buckets, my gym teacher in high school, although I don't know if that's something he would want to take credit for. Forest Hills High School, in case you were wondering, which I'm sure you weren't. 45-26. Three-pointer is good. Make it 48-26. McIntosh having a good first half. He spent an extended period on the bench. Teron Simpson for three, no good. Ortiz. Freeze with the swing pass. Go outside, McIntosh, another three. Counted on the foul! And McIntosh can make it a 4-point play. It's in the corner, got fouled, went to the bench, knocked over a chair. And it's 51-26. Couldn't finish the 4-point play, though. .520 to go in the first half. Tigers up by 25. Simpson misses. McIntosh another three. He's feeling it. McIntosh is on fire. 54-26. 5 minutes to go in the half. McIntosh couldn't hit the free throw, but he could hit three after three. Kyoto misses. Remember the Florida Gators when they won the NCAA title in 06-07? They had a player who was the greatest three-point shooter in school history, and he was the worst free throw shooter on that team. For whatever reason, the guy couldn't make a free throw. It was the strangest thing. But we've got a foul, and we've got more subs coming in. The Florida team I'm talking about was great. Corey Brewer, Al Horford, Joakim Noah. Trying to remember the name of the guard. I think it was Lee Humphrey. I'm looking it up. I'm cheating a bit. Lee Humphrey was the player I was thinking of. Couldn't make a free throw, but was the great three-point shooter for that team. Alumni looking to put together a little rally here. Deep three, no good. And a nice pass. Devon Matthews got behind the defense. He lays it in, and he makes it a 30-point game. $11-0 run. And it was already a blowout before the 11-0 run. And now it ends as Torrey hits a shot. Back the other way, blocked from behind. And here come the Alumni. Three-pointer, high-arcing air ball. Ortiz the other way. Gives it to McIntosh, another three. That one is no good. Wasn't really set. And that shot is good. Higonu makes it 58-28. They all backed away from him when he had the ball. Chobapond, a.k.a. Benny Buckets. Pass is overthrown, a little too high for Picardo. McIntosh 3, short. And a high-flying rebound for Torrey. Drawing some contact, but no whistle. It's a play on, as that shot is no good. Yeah, they've missed a number of shots right at the basket, although there's a foul. Hey, go inside, you get a better chance at the whistle. First free throw is good as some subs come in. A dominating first half for the Tigers. They jumped on them early. It was 33-13. They've been piling on the points since. It was one 7-0 run. 8-0 run, actually, that made it 33-21. That's as close as it's been since. Rayvon Williams makes it 60-29. Try not to put too much stock in a fun exhibition, but this is a high-energy team. Always fun to compare this beginning Alumni game and how will it finish in the end. Maybe it could finish with the first CUNY championship since 2003. It was the dynasty that won in 94 and 95 and 96 and 97 and 98, and then they added the sixth one in 03, beating a Hostos team coached by Robert Holford, who coached here for a year. And they made the CUNY title game that year, but lost to Bronx Community College. So three-pointer, no good. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Here's an offensive foul. It's like a Giants game where Barkley's trying to run over a linebacker who's trying to tackle him and threw out the arm there. 100 seconds to go in the first half. 62-29. Santos to Lattimore. Lattimore looking inside, gives it back to Santos. Now Bruton turnaround shot, no good. That's how the bounces have been going in this first half. McIntosh 3, good. Another three-pointer for McIntosh, and it's 65-29. Lattimore, tough shot, no good. And the putback by Joshua Williams. Final minute of action in the first half. Losing the handle on it was Matthews. Santos crossing half court with it. Bruton left all alone in front of the Tiger bench, and he misses. Tigers can hold for the final shot. And reaching in is Williams. Foul called with 16 and 8/10 seconds remaining. First one is good. See if the Alumni have a buzzer beater in them. 10 the half. Last possession of the first half. We got 10 seconds left. Joshua Williams going to the basket and maybe catching them by surprise, not bleeding the clock. And a foul with 7 seconds to go. Each team in the double bonus. Doesn't look like we'll have to worry about overtime today. The first one is no good. So see if the Tigers have a buzzer beater. There are already a few Tigers back. 66-32. And throws up the shot with 3 seconds left. Now Santos tries to beat the buzzer and can't. He threw up the shot with about 3 seconds left. I think he thought he had a little less time than he did, but still a great half for the Tigers. And they go into the break with a 66-32 lead. Second half about to begin. We'll see what adjustments each team made during the 60-second halftime. I like that 60-second halftime. Keep it moving. Maybe Tom Sinnixon has a 34-point play in his pocket. A fun afternoon, though, for Queensboro, past and present. You know, these alumni come back, they're proud. They want to see this tradition going. I'm sure even Benny Buckets pulls for Queensboro when they're not playing Nassau. Queensboro is Queens' team again now that LaGuardia doesn't have a basketball program. 68-32. Last year's team kind of restored the pride a little bit, making the playoffs again. After that 2013 team made, the 2013 team made the CUNY championship game, also made the Region 15 playoffs, and then they missed everything for 4 years straight. And last year they got back on track a little bit. It's nice to see the Tigers playing into late February. Something that's been a little absent in recent years. Tigers leading the Alumni 70-32, and Teron Simpson off glass. There were still some Queensboro games where they were just a little bit short. They lost 2 close games to BMCC by 2 and 8 points. In some ways, they're always, they're just there. They finished 4th in CUNY last year. Counted on the foul. It's Mark Blair once again. That three-pointer is off. And that shot is sent away. There's another 2 points. Samuel Johnson. (74-34). What a score. I did mention the 2 regular season games that BMCC beat Queensboro in were 2 and 8 points. Then they met in the CUNY semifinal playoff, and BMCC beat them by 7. In every game, and just missing out. That other CUNY semifinal game was great. Kingsborough beat Hostos 78-76. They were down by 13 with 3:49 to go. And came back to win that one. Wild game. And traveling is called. Tigers by 40. They came out firing this afternoon, and there's a nice shot by Santos, a long 2. And nice move to the basket by Darren Williams. Lead back up to 40. That shot is no good. Can't believe he didn't get the friendly roll. Here's a 2-on-1. Santos, 3, too long. There's a tricky angle shot high off the glass. We might see a lot of jumpers here. May not want to see a lot of contact and whistles in the 40-point game. Nice pass, corner 3, got it. Mike Pendergarth from the corner. 79-36. This might be a 50-point game soon, the way things are going. I think the biggest blowout I've seen, the Queensboro women's team once lost a game 120-33. 87-point game. And Pendergarth another 3. 82-36. Of course, this is a friendly exhibition. That Queensboro women's game was not an exhibition, as it's 82-38. I think the last exhibition this lopsided was Ivan Drago killing Apollo Creed. Looking forward to the next Creed movie, by the way. That should be good. I think Apollo's son fights Drago's son. Grudge match, 30 plus years in the making. I recommend anybody who didn't see the first Creed movie see it, along with all the Rocky movies except Rocky V. Save 100 minutes of your life, please. It's an impressive showing by the Tigers today. Talking about some sub, I think. Referee's trying to clarify something. I like this team, though. McIntosh. Got Blair. Got Williams. You have some pieces. There's a tough shot. And a charge is called anyway. I want to give quick congratulations to the Queensboro soccer team. They won their first CUNY championship since 2015 at the Metropolitan Oval in Maspeth the other night. They upset BMCC 1-0. Got a goal in the 29th minute, and then they held on for dear life in the final 60 minutes. So it's 82-40 here. Coach Ozzie with his first CUNY championship as head coach. He had been part of some other teams as an assistant, but a great accomplishment. Bruton throws it down. Stephen Bruton was one of the guys who could do that. Blair off the mark from downtown. Left-handed layup. Brandon Sager makes it 82-44. A little run here by the Alumni. 82-44 with 14:12 to play. And now a little pressing going on, seeing if they could cut into this 38-point lead. Also wanted to mention, right on the heels of Queensborough soccer becoming the CUNY champions, Queensborough volleyball. Monday night, they'll be right here trying to win another CUNY championship under Jason Demas. Counted and the foul, it's Bruton. Just like old times. And the Alumni get it. Lattimore gives it up. Three-pointer, no good. An offensive rebound. Put on the floor and it's taken away. Blair comes out with it. Ahead, McIntosh, another three. No good, and then gets his own rebound. Blair, right-handed off glass. He hits a few threes, you got to get out there and defend it, and then he blows by you and goes with the right hand, and a nice move by Brandon Sager, making it 84-48. And Blair, circus shot, no good, but the Tigers get it back. Step back three, no good. And the Alumni will have it. 12:48 to play. Bruton three, no good. There's a putback by Tor. 84-50. They're making this Tiger team play to the end. That shot is blocked. A little pride, if nothing else, coming out for the Tigers. Blair off glass, no good. Nice spin move by Sager, who puts it in off glass. It's about a 14-2 run here. Still a 32-point game. Watson being closely guarded. McIntosh steps into a three, a little too long. Offensive board, blocked. Another chance, Sager. And they call Sager for the foul. I was talking about Rocky movies before I forgot to mention in Rocky 3, the song Eye of the Tiger was made specifically for that movie. How could I announce a Tiger game and neglect to mention that? First free throw is good, Devon Matthews. So this Tigers team, as I said earlier, they lost some big guys. Lost some guys 6'4" and up, 6'6" and up. So they're going to play quick, and they're going to have to get up and down the court. And they might have to pressure some defenses, but it can be done. Second free throw is off. And Bridie has it for the Alumni. Benny buckets. Couldn't get it. Kyoto counted and the foul. Kyoto finishes a conventional three-point play. 85-55. 11:15 to go. Three-pointer from the corner, too long. And the rebound goes right to Watson. McIntosh, no good. He lost the stroke a little bit. They called the blocking foul. So this will be two shots. First one is good. And the second one is good, and it's 85-57. Nice pass inside. It was Rayvon Williams finding Chizam Migonyu. The foul called in the backcourt. 87-57. Tigers dominating the Alumni. And Benny buckets. Adds 2 points. Nice to have basketball back. NBA started last week. Knicks got everybody's hopes up, scoring 126 points. They win their first game, then they go to Brooklyn, they lose to the Nets. (89-59), 10 minutes remaining. Marcus Watson. Watson goes back outside. McIntosh for three. No good. McIntosh has gone cold the last few minutes. Got numbers for the Alumni. Kyoto. No good. May have lost it on the way up. Step back jumper. No good. Here's a three-pointer, and it's good. 89-62. Moving screen. Ball back to the Alumni. Pass is deflected out of bounds. Will stay with the Alumni. Picardo no good. Second chance is good, and it's 89-64. 25-point lead, closest it's been since about halfway through the first half. That three-pointer is no good. Contact, and they say offensive foul on Matthews. I was given the breakdown of the CUNY playoffs before I forgot to mention the actual championship. BMCC beat Kingsborough 88-81. 89-66. Meant to say 89-66 in this game. The title game was 88-81. As that shot is off. Tigers have gone cold and then traveling as he took the ball to the floor. Carl Mango saying, get back on defense. We don't need to press and then give up easy baskets once they get past the defense. Good ball movement. Corner three is good. Hey, all of a sudden, we got a 20-point game. Got a 21-7 run. At least, and maybe even bigger than that. It is bigger than that. This game was more than a 40-point deficit. Now we're at 20. Nice pass inside. Better defense. And he buckets, lost it on the way up. Good defense down low. We've got a 3-on-1. And McIntosh with the foot on the line misses a 2. And McIntosh takes a 3. And he hits that one. I think fatigue might be setting in as nobody in the backcourt really went for the rebound there. Everybody was kind of caught watching. 92-69, 7:10 to go. Nice pass. And the basket at 92-71. Long two, no good. And that pass is overthrown. And that allows the subs to come in and get some fresh legs in the game. I like this format of the current players against the Alumni to begin with. It's a lot to ask from the Alumni to play each other and then team up and play a whole second game. Not that they couldn't do it, but by the last few minutes of that second game, you could tell the legs were dead. Rayvon Williams lost a handle on it out of bounds. Henry Birch inbounding, number 30. See if he takes a few threes here. Here's Birch with the pass. Now he gets it back. Nice play by Birch. Lead is under 20, 92-73. And a defense chant coming from the bench. Ortiz was kind of slipping and sliding and falling as he took the jumper. Birch bounced pass to Lattimore, back outside. Birch, three, no good. This was a 34-point game at halftime, and the lead grew in the second half into the 40s. And that pass is broken up and turned over. Going the other way, and we've got a foul with 5:18 to go. Got a free throw to make it 92-74. Tigers could be better served in this game than winning by 55 or something. And Carl Mango could say, hey, I know it's an exhibition, but you have to play it to the end. Getting outscored by 20 here. And a turnover as multiple alumni take the contact. Part of the lead, just shots they were hitting in the first half, like McIntosh was hitting 3 after 3. Then he went a little cold, and we've got a charge. And the three-pointers will be important with Queensboro being that small, scrappy team. They're not always going to be able to hit in the paint in the half-court offense. They're going to have to hit some of those threes to be effective. Been an issue some years in the past. You know, any player in CUNY or even the region that was 6'5" and over, he would be circling Queensboro on the schedule, and he would see, hey, Queensboro doesn't have anybody above 6'3". There's a night where I should be getting 25 at least. Number one player, the best performance me and my partner Joe Massey saw, this guy Chris Melander on Suffolk came in. And Suffolk won 76-47, and Melander alone had 37 points. And that was dominating. And I don't know what was more amazing, the fact that he scored basically half of his team's points, or that Queensboro only outscored him by 10. That was some performance. Vladimir Mitty hits the free throw. It's 93-75, 4:40 to play. Spin move inside, left hand, good. 93-77. They say last touch by the alum. Henry Birch with the steal, trying to save it in, and does. Good hustle by Birch. Joshua Williams the other way. Corner three, nice fake, and the three is no good. And rebounded by Watson. And they got Lattimore for the foul, and he can't believe it. He's saying, I got the ball. First one is off the mark. And second one is off the mark. And that is thrown to the bench. All those white jerseys were in a cluster, and the pass was turned over. When we've got probably the final batch of subs with under 4 minutes to play. Nice rally by the Alumni, even if they don't come back anymore and make it a 16-point game. We'll see if the Tigers could get to 100. They had 66 in the first half. Looked like they might get to 120. Blair. It's either Blair or McIntosh has been the player of the game. Doing a little one-on-one stuff, and the shot is no good from Johnson. 3.5 to play. Bridie gives it back outside. Three-pointer straight on from Seeger is short. There's an offensive board, no good. Tipped in, third time is a charm. 93-79, and Ortiz almost lost it. They get Joshua Williams for the foul. It's Williams for the foul as Pendergarf hit the floor, and now he'll go to the line for 1-1. First one is good. Pendergarf hit a few threes earlier in the game. So we've got 3 minutes left to play in a 95-79 game. And a foul. So how will it look in CUNY this year? BMCC dominated. They went undefeated in the regular season. They won the CUNY championship. Beat everybody there was to beat. Plus that CUNY tournament is almost always it's always at BMCC. And there's a little advantage you get, well, home court advantage. It is a really nice court. Everybody in CUNY likes that it's there. It was here one year, which I loved. It was 2012. Bronx beat Hostos in a great, great championship game. We've got another whistle with 2:39 to go. Maybe the Queensboro women's basketball team makes it back to the CUNY playoffs. They have a first-year coach. And they had the 4 CUNY titles in a row from 08 to 11. Then they won another in 14. And they lost a CUNY title game in 15, and since then it's been some tough sledding the previous 3 seasons. Got 2.5 minutes left in this one. 97-80. You got a 4-on-1. Oh, and a hard foul. Carl Mango saying we're not doing our job on defense. Saying tighten up. Wonder if complacency set in a little bit with the big lead. Not that that's an excuse. It's no excuse. Might be a reason, though. And Blair at the line for 2. Long on the first. Blair makes that one. It's 98-80. One basket away from hitting the 100 mark. Seeger going inside, left hand, short. an offensive board. And another foul is called. First one is off. Queensboro could draw, some sports attention this winter because the Jets and Giants probably won't be competing for the playoffs. The Knicks and Nets aren't there yet, I don't think. Counted on the foul. They hit the 100 mark. And Vladimir Mitty will go to the line to try to finish the conventional three-point play. Hey, St. John's, my other alma mater, looks like they could make the NCAA tournament this year. Sure, I went after Queensboro, in case you were wondering. Three-pointer is good. Dwayne Bridie from downtown. It's 184. And that shot is good from Samuel Johnson. And there's a turnover. And Bruton saying, hey, he deflected it. And that certainly is deflected. Jumper is good. Off the front rim, off glass, and in for Samuel Johnson. 104-84, 1:15 to go. Bridie another three. Long and rebounded by Ortiz. That shot is no good. Final minute of play. Bruton behind the defense, and another dunk for Bruton. Got 45 seconds to go in this one. An impressive showing by the Tigers. Alumni made a nice run in the second half. Make sure this game didn't get out of control. We got 30 seconds to play. And a game that was in the 40s early in the second half is 104-88. As Bridie goes in, and Bruton puts it back with 17 seconds to go, and another turnover. 104-90. The Alumni have scored 58 points in this half. Yeah, 58-38 in this half. And a layup from Samuel Johnson makes it 106-90. See if there's a buzzer beater. Seeger, 2-1. And that'll do it. A nice win for the Tigers as they beat the Alumni 106-90. Really a game that they put away in the first half. Outscoring the former Tiger players 66-32. They cruised in the second half. Lead never got to single digits. They kept him at arm's distance the whole way. And they leave with the 106-90 win. Once again, this is QCC alum David Russell. Thanks for watching.